Good morning. Last Sunday we saw that the Israelites came out from the Egypt and God helps them to cross the Red Sea by splitting the water into two parts. And God saved them from the Egyptian army. So let's hear today's Bible story. With God's protections and care, in 3 months, the people of Israel reached at the mountain Sinai. They camped at the foot of the mountain, and God called Moses at the mountain top. At the mountain top, God made a promise with the people of Israel. If you faithfully obey me and stay true to my covenant, you will be a kingdom of priests for me and holy nation. The kingdom of the priest means that they are chosen by God to show God's grace and love to others. And holy nation means that they set apart from other nations to only serve God. Moses came down from the mountain top and told the people of Israel what God told to him. People of Israel answered that they will follow and obey every covenant and command of God. People of Israel decided to be God's holy people by following His word. So, for the people of Israel who decided to be God's holy people, God gave the 10 Commandments for them. These 10 Commandments is become the two part. The first part is the commandments about love of God. From the first to the fourth commandment are belong to here. The first one says, you must not have any other gods except me. The second one teaches us that you must not make for yourselves any idol. For the third and fourth, God tells us that you must not misuse the name of God thoughtlessly, and remember to keep the Sabbath, the Sunday, as a holy day. The second part is the love of a neighbor. So the first is the love of God, and the second was the love of a neighbor. The second part, from the fifth to the last commandment, tells us about love of a neighbor. It is about our relationship with others. The fifth one commands that honor your parents. And it continues that you must not murder, kill anyone. You must not be guilty of adultery, and you must not steal. You must not tell lies to others. And last one is you must not want to take the advantage or anything else from your neighbors. God called the people of Israel as the people of God and commanded them to live differently from others. God told them to live by loving God and loving others. It is same for us. God calls us as God's people and God's children, and He wants for us to live the holy life, the different life from the others, because we are children of God, by loving God and by loving others. This should be our life. Let's live like that. Amen. See you next Sunday.